Hey guys, it's Brian from carverbanjos.com. I just want to make a quick video to go over the differences between the new 2023 Gourd banjo kits, and I'm not going to make a full new assembly video for these kits because they're like 95% the same as my previous years. So if you have a new Gourd banjo kit, please watch the assembly video that is posted on the Gourd Banjo Kit page, and then also refer to this video so you make sure you're not missing any of the changes. First difference, there are 8 different neck options with and without frets. So the necks still function the same way, you just have more style options. But some of the differences between these necks and the ones from previous years, the nut is 3D printed, and each slot for the string is a different size. It's sized for the strings, so make sure you put the nut in the right way. You might have it flipped backwards. If you do need to clean up the slots, just get a piece of 320 grit sandpaper, fold it in half, and use it like a file. The bridge is also 3D printed, and again, if you need to open up the slots, just carefully use a piece of sandpaper and file those slots. Major change is the pegs. The 5th peg enters on the side. So we have this little notch here. That's to guide the 5th string to the peg. There's a notch on the fretted models. And then on the fretless models, we have the notch, but we also have a screw, and that's to keep the string off of the fingerboard. You can remove this screw if you're going to sand the neck, if you're going to varnish it, whatever you're going to do, and then put it back in afterwards. 2-piece neck and dowel. You have brass screws. They're soft, so be careful, don't over tighten them. The neck I shaped with it all screwed together, so it's gonna be a perfect match. You just have to make sure you line up the holes, and it'll fit perfectly. So okay, for the sake of the video, we'll just put one screw in. Let's see. Pegs, you've got 4 pegs with the hole in the top, and those go up here in your peg head. And then you've got a shorter 5th peg with the hole near the base. That's your 5th peg. If you're varnishing the neck, make sure you don't get varnish inside these peg holes. Don't varnish the pegs. You need a clean wood on wood contact so you get good friction. Alright. The gourd, you can varnish the gourd if you want, you can leave it alone, doesn't really matter. All the holes are cut, everything should line up. Just slides on like this. Now, we have a new tailpiece design. It's kind of a hybrid tailpiece. It's got 2 parts. So first the wood part, and then the leather part. I make this part out of leather because it's really easy to securely tie the strings to leather. So check out the older assembly video for the Gourd banjo kits. Those tailpieces were completely made of leather, and you can see how to tie the string onto the leather in that video. It attaches to the wooden piece. Again, you can varnish this if you want. It attaches with the flathead brass screws. So you would tighten them all the way down. Strings go on, and the tailpiece just slides up against the gourd. I'm using a wooden tailpiece because once the pressure of the strings are pulling on it, it kind of angles itself and locks itself in place. That way it's not putting a bunch of pressure on the gourd the way a full leather tailpiece would. So there you go. Of course, you'll have the skin tacked in place. Watch the older video for that. This gourd is the hardest shell gourd I have, and I'll show you how to put the tacks in. You just pop it on there, kind of wiggle it a little bit to get it through that hard outer shell, and then press it down. Don't hit the tacks into place with a hammer. You'll break the gourd. Don't ever do that. If you're having a really hard time getting the tacks through the shell, and this is my hardest shell, you can pre-drill the holes in the gourd using a 1/16 or smaller drill bit, but you probably aren't going to need to do that. So that is the gourd, the new Gourd Banjo kits. Again, refer to the original video for the assembly. A few things are different on the neck, and the tailpiece is different, so other than that, it's all the same process. So thanks for watching. Check out all of my other do-it-yourself banjo kits over on the site, carverbanjos.com. Have a great day.